Hey guys, let's check some interesting facts about ICOs. So the first thing, guys, what we're gonna do is actually check out how big is the ICO market. So in 2017, ICOs have collectively raised over $3.8 billion. Now, halfway into 2018, ICOs have actually not only surpassed, but tripled the amount that has been raised so far. Another interesting thing is that ICOs, even in 2017, ICOs have also surpassed the traditional VC-style funding for the internet companies. Even though ICOs raised so much money, more than half of them have already failed. So half of ICOs in 2017 have reportedly shut down. And new ICOs keep coming to the market, and in the last 3 months there have been reported 1,400 new ICOs that were published. Okay, the next thing what we're gonna check is actually what would be more worth it. To keep your money in cash, to invest it in Bitcoin, or to invest it in ICOs in the last 15 months. So your best bet for last year was, of course, to invest in ICOs. ICOs were booming in 2017, and actually 10 out of the whole 12 months, your best bet was actually to invest in ICOs. Now, for 2018, the picture has completely changed. Of course, this is logically because the market was or is in a persistent downtrend from the start of the year, so your best bet was now to keep it in cash. And one more interesting thing is there was a report that stated that your best time to invest in ICOs is in a bear market. So right now when the market is going down, this is again logical because ICOs are least correlated with the movement of Bitcoin and Ethereum. Boston College did an interesting report where they conducted an analysis of more than 4,000 ICOs. And what they were trying to answer is actually what was the average return for an investor. So what they found out was that the average return was 82%. Now this was overall. What this means is they included all the ICOs that didn't list their tokens in the first 2 months, but they valued those tokens as zero. Plus, they averaged the amount that was invested with the average return for each individual investor. Next, what they did was actually answer, so how much would an investor receive if they decided to hold for a period of 1 month? And it was nearly 50%. Now, that's a little bit lower. But if you're trying to get best out of your buck, what they found out is that the best strategy was actually flipping your tokens. Now, flipping, what it means is to sell your tokens immediately when they start trading. And the last interesting stat that they found out was the average holding period, meaning how long did the investor had to wait for the tokens to get listed on the market so they could sell them, which was only 16 days. Now, that means in 60 days, investors had an average return of 180%, which is astronomical. Okay, so this wouldn't be an ICO video if we didn't talk about scams. So scams are still a big thing in the ICO market because the market still lacks regulation. Okay, the first one we have is actually the most recent one and apparently the largest ICO scam so far. So this was done in 2018 in April, so only 2 months ago. It was done by the same company that launched 2 projects, iFan and Pincoin. And this was actually a marketing scam. They convinced 32,000 investors to invest, and the owners did ran off with more than $660 million. But the funniest thing that I found about these guys is actually the logo of Pincoin company, which is sharing is caring. Second one we have is OneCoin. Now, OneCoin has been in an ongoing investigation for over 18 months now, and even 5 countries have already published a report warning investors about OneCoin cryptocurrency. Chinese authorities have actually seized more than 30 millions from the company itself. On the third place, we have BitConnect. Now you guys remember BitConnect, right?
BitConnect! Wow!
BitConnect was a typical Ponzi scheme. They had a lending platform that promised investors huge amount of interest. And authorities have now also estimated that 700,000 was lost of investors' own money. But even crazier than that is Plexcoin. Plexcoin is on our fourth place and they promised 1,300% on a monthly basis. Now this should be a huge red flag for all investors, but they sort of convinced investors to still invest in their ICOs. Now luckily, the SECs did freeze their accounts because their cryptocurrency was found as a security token. So the SEC did get involved and they stopped their operations completely. In our last place, we have Sencha Tech. Sencha Tech was actually endorsed by superstars such as Floyd Mayweather and DJ Khaled. But what was actually the problem was they were promoting that they had partnerships with Visa and MasterCard, which ended up not being true. Their two founders were actually arrested on fraud charges by their ICO, which actually raised more than $32 million. That's it for this video, guys. Don't be naive when you're investing in ICOs. If the company is promising too much, they usually end up failing. Also, keep in mind that ICO ratings on the internet can be bribed and are usually unreliable, so do your own research, guys. That's it. Hopefully you liked this video. If you did, slam that like button or subscribe to our channel. Or if you have any questions, do post them down below. See you next time. Cheers, guys.